Ladies and gentlemen, I bid you a fond welcome back to Gothic. I'm recording this right on the heels of the last episode, so apologies. What the bloody hell? I don't know if you can see what I see. But that Templar seems to have gotten himself a bit stuck. That's very odd. Is he stuck in a glitch, or did his AI just kind of walk out there? Yeah, he's stuck in a glitch. You sorry fool. And time for you to die. Beautiful. So yeah, I'm recording this right on the heels of the last one, so I apologize for the fact that I'm still quite sick. Because it's only been minutes since the last time you heard me. Ooh! It's only truly been minutes since the last time you heard me, although it'll probably be at least a day in between these videos. So I'm just going to follow this tunnel down here. Not really sure what they built this tunnel for. But it does lead out into a fairly interesting place. So here, this is kind of a pointless route. There's not really any purpose to it because it's very easy to end up on that side, but I suppose it does put you past quite a few dangers if you're having some trouble engaging the Templars over there. So following the route through the mine crawlers instead puts you down into a fairly important area without having to worry about all the Templars in the other direction. But we can't leave any abominations in this place, so we will be taking care of them nonetheless. Now, I couldn't tell you what the hell this tablet here is supposed to say. I really have no idea. I think it's just supposed to tell you that this switch brings down the lift again, but just pressing the switch alone would tell you that much, so I'm not really sure the point to it. Now, this place is a bit annoying because the water here gets pretty deep, and so you can't move at full speed through it, and you do have to be a bit delicate about how you approach this. So once again, we've gotten locked in. We pull out a torch, we can see the writing on the wall a bit better. So we see that above this switch seem to be emblems showing warriors, weapons, demons, and rather insectoid looking creatures, which I would assume would be mine crawlers. Also a nice very gothic image of a skeleton seeming to be at someone's mercy there. Now, I've not really taken a close look at the walls here. These images on these what do you call these here? On the walls here, the little visages of demon faces are kind of hilarious, actually. Now, this one seems to be altogether a slightly less intimidating looking image, but it also shows a gate closing. I never actually really figured out the truth behind these puzzles, so I am curious to see what they really mean, to try and figure that out. But these two switches here, the images both have mine crawlers represented. This one seems to show a way to freedom, but with demons in the way, so I'm not really sure what the deal is with these. Let's try this one first. Because normally I just come through here, I'll try one of the switches. If it doesn't work, I'll just do the other one. Oh, well. Wow. Okay. So what that's done, gone, and did is it's opened the gates. But it also seems like it's opened that up. So let's try... Let's see what happens if we open the other one. Oh, you know what? That's what I think this is. So you can choose. Do you open the safe answer? This one, if you open this, I don't think will spawn the demons. You'll just open the gates, but it will not open the treasure chamber off to the side there. Yes, that's exactly it. I don't know why I never caught on to that one before. I think I usually just, because they both open the gates, I've always been inclined to do the one to the right. So because that's a whole lot less interesting, we are actually going to do the other one. And now, as the images suggested, these switches do in fact spawn mine crawlers. And there's one on the wall there, apparently. Oh, wow. Nice. Oh, where do you think you're going? Now that's interesting. I did not know this was here. I think that's another end of the minecrawler tunnel will slide you down there. Or that's where the minecrawlers came from initially. That was not meant to be as weird of a sound as it turned out to be, but I do want to see what's up here, so pardon me. Ah, yes, that's perfect. Oh ho ho. Ah ha ha. So there doesn't seem to be anything up here. What about the other side? Nothing. Alright, so this is just where the crawlers come from, I suppose. They're spawned up here and then they slide down here. So be it. And now we ascend. And being able to come from this direction is once again a huge benefit when trying to engage the enemies here, because they have a lot of trouble, of course, trying to navigate here, mainly because they can't jump. So if you do have to make a retreat, you can head this way, and they're likely to get themselves killed trying to follow you. So here's a Templar trying to come get us, and if we just jump over yonder, down he goes. He's probably going to fall into the lava trying to get to us. There we go. That's one Templar less. Oh, there's another one. Now, I'm not really trying to cheat with these guys too much. I was trying to demonstrate it, but they both happened to fall into the trap. So, you know, I wasn't about to go down and get myself killed trying to kill them when they're already going to kill themselves. Alright, so let's take care of these guards, who thankfully are a lot less aggressive than the Templars are. Thank you, hot shit. Good thing, though, that the Templars are susceptible to the incineration effect from the Storm of Fire spell. Now, we will go through there, but before we do that, I do want to explore the Minecrawler tunnel a bit further. Now, going this way is a way to circumvent the trap in that hallway there that we saw just a minute ago, and I will demonstrate that trap as well. But down here is some interesting stuff. We head this way. Oh! What the hell? Bugger. Wahaha! Now, if you do fall down here for any reason, the only way to get back up is to use these boulders here to get back around. Alright then, so I think what's going on is that in that tunnel down there, the game's interpreting that area as having lava for some reason. So as soon as you step down here... Oh, you know what? I must have just jumped into a glitch. I'm not really sure how that happened. Down here are just more mine crawlers. There's not really any sincere reason to go down to this area, but it's just kind of, I guess, a little trap, I suppose. They lead you down here thinking there's going to be something. All there are mine crawlers and lava. So if we head back around the other way, we find something else entirely. And this seems to have been a domicile of somebody at some point. And he left his journal, so let us read. I lost all sense of time. I suppose it must have been about 23 days ago that the orcs caught us and forced us to work. The work is hard and the bastards know no mercy. If you're weak, you're dead. I want out of here. I don't care how. We had to prolong the tunnels even further into the mountain. The front area is already massive. If I only knew what we were doing this for. I heard that these orc priests have no hearts, but if that's true, how come they're still alive? Also, I've seen the sword the priests are so afraid of. If I only had it, I'd smack it straight into their bodies. The sword is lying in a room in the front part of the temple, but it's guarded by a priest. If I'm going to flee, I'll leave my diary here. Maybe it'll be useful to somebody. A sword, eh? A sword that the orcs are afraid of, eh? Well, that sounds like something we should definitely get our hands on. Here we got a solid amount of ore, some magic protection ring, amulet, and so yeah, that's a very ancient journal apparently, and I guess the orcs had captured humans on this island and forced them to dig out the chambers for the temple for them. And this was obviously after the sleeper had already been summoned, seeing as the worker already knew that the shamans had no hearts. Anyway, so this here is a very frustrating trap. You see these spikes, they do operate in a certain pattern, and if you were determined enough, you could memorize the pattern and get through it safely, but the longer you take, the more the pattern, the more it deviates from the pattern, so you really have to be quick about it and know what you're doing, and altogether, getting through that trap is more trouble than it's worth. The alternative, of course, is to come down here through this tunnel we saw before, and it's not really much of a sidetrack, so there's no real reason to waste your time going through the normal way. But once we're through, we have more undead orcs to contend with. And thankfully the spell makes short shrift of them. But even if we had to engage the orcs in melee for any reason, they're really not that tough. I could probably take them down like 3 or 4 good hits. Now over there seems to be a chamber of some kind. We see an altar in the middle. And it would definitely be of interest for us to get in there. But first we must visit these 3 side chambers. Not really sure what the symbolism on that sort of archstone is. But 2 demons. Thankfully the demons are also a bit weird with their aggro down here. So it's not too difficult to engage these fools. Ow. Now, naturally demons have fairly high fire resistance. I don't really know what their magic resistance is, but it matters not because we can take them down in 3 solid hits from our sword. So that's 1 switch. We haven't seen what it does, but perhaps when we activate all the switches, something will happen. Here we got 2 more demons. And another switch. And now we go for the 3rd. Now, if you have the acrobatic skill, this altogether going through all these chambers with the switches wouldn't really be necessary. Because if you find the right spot, you can actually jump right across to the central island there. So you don't really need to go through all this trouble. This one only has a single demon for some reason. And with that switch, we have just activated the bridge that leads to the central island there. And here's some potions. We'll grab these. And unfortunately, we are expected to go all the way back around, because I can't jump far enough to reach the other side. Oh, let's check out this sword. Hero's Blade. Wow, that's actually kind of crap. Never mind then. Something called the Hero's Blade, you would expect something altogether much more glorious. Now, before you get carried away and just go barreling in there, be wary of that. Now, every time you move closer to it, it's going to activate that trap, so if you had the acrobatic skill, you might actually be able to make it through there pretty easily. But it's not necessary, because right over here is another extremely convenient way in. Now, I'm not really sure what to expect from this guy. Varrag-Arushat. Oh, wow. Oh, he's got the firestorm.
Your long travel will be over. Your mortal body will burn.
Now I don't really think that's such a good idea.
Really? Is that the best you got? No more moldy meatloafs or maggoty carpets? There we go. You went down pretty easily. And here we have a strange sword. Let's take a gander at it. Actually, I think it's in the loot section. Strange sword, wonderfully made. Ancient runes have been engraved on the blade. Maybe Zardos can decipher these runes. Better not use it before he's identified it. Screw that. Aw, won't let me use it. Let's make sure we grab this here. Couple potions. A quick gander around the room, make sure there's nothing more to loot. And, well, it's another shaman who bites the dust. And, an interesting sword to boot. Now we will wash our hands of this place. And ever forward go we. And I don't believe that this, hallway spike trap is deactivated. Yeah, I can still see it going, so we're just going to take this way again. Oh dear, oh my. And now, with all that taken care of, we can press on even deeper into this rather frightening temple. Now, I'm kind of curious for you guys. Which you Gothic veterans here, which do you prefer? Do you prefer the Sleeper's Temple as a final area, or do you prefer the Isle of Irdereth, the Dragon Island in Gothic 2? Personally, I prefer the latter. I think it's a more streamlined dungeon, but I can see why the more maze-like and meandering openness of this dungeon might be more appealing to a lot of people. Personally, I just think the Isle of Irdereth has a much better atmosphere. So this whole chamber here doesn't seem to have anything in it. But let's see what that alternative chamber we opened was. Oh wait, there's nothing in here either. Yeah, so I don't usually open this chamber. I just kind of ignore it. But that wasn't, oh wow. I don't know how I feel about this. He's, it looks like as soon as I pull this, something's going to trigger because these pedestals are lit up differently. No? Well, we got the Troll Fist axe. Isn't that glorious? The Troll Fist is the strongest two-handed weapon we can yet acquire in this game. So those of you focusing on melee might find that to your liking. Alright, so I don't imagine these demons are very susceptible. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Back, you devil. Back! Fiend! Leave me alone. Back. Aye, this'll do ya. Wah! Oh, didn't do him. Alright, fine. You want to play with swords? Well, just burn to death, I guess. It was a bit untimely, but it worked. Oh, we got another elixir of life. Alright, so with that little diversion out of the way, let us go back and try and take care of those demons. And see what comes of it. Alright, well, it does stun him. Damage is a little, underwhelming. But what can we really expect? Die, you vile fiend. Oh, we can take on this one in melee. Oh, there's no one there, though. You think you're tough? For God's sake, turn around, you fool! Fucking hell, man. That was annoying. But now, let's take a quick look around here. Unfortunately... Oh. Curiosity strikes me again. Hoppa! Oh no, I couldn't get through. Damn. I'm very curious. So what is up in these things? Oh wow, I'm on top of it now. Whoa. Whoa. What is going on here? Awful lot of design went into this place, considering you can't reach it. Interesting. Intriguing. I wonder why they even went through this trouble. Hum-de-la-hum. Well, this is a nice, nice view at least. Wow. I don't believe we've ever seen these images before in any other place. Wonder what the deal is. I mean, none of this is really visible from down below, so I'm not really sure why they developed all of it. Anyway, it's not really a big issue. But what I was saying was, this area right here is where I tend to encounter a substantial bug on almost any time I've ever played this game. Basically, when I try to cross that bridge, the game just crashes. I couldn't really tell you why, but it tends to be like a 50% chance that the game is going to crash when it tries to trigger the event up here. So if it does crash, then it'll probably work the next time we come through. But let's give it a try. Oh, no, it worked. Now, there is yet another undead shaman. The fifth of the five, if Urshak, if his story is to be believed. So, he is final. He is the deepest in the temple. He would very likely be the strongest. So let's be ready for this.
Your master Turn back here! Nobody may disturb the sleep of my master!
Wrong. Your sleeper will be wide awake soon. Damn, I'm not causing the slightest damage. I need another...
Now you will die!
I'd better get out of here fast.
Damn right I should. Ah, keep that away from me. What he's using right there is the Breath of Death spell, or something like that. And it is a very deadly spell, and he doesn't chase you, thankfully, but he does cast it the entire time you're running away. So you have to be quick. It might behoove you to use a velocity potion to get out of here. But pretty much once you reach the gate, you're safe. And you can heal up if you need to before engaging the demons that also spawn on your way out. So, yeah, that's basically that. He is invincible at the moment. And we have no choice but to flee because we cannot get past him and we cannot defeat him. So, we'll have to fall back and strategize. Perhaps we should speak with Zardas. I need a more powerful weapon. And for some reason, Balora's weapon is still here. But, well, we also happened to pick up the strange sword here, which we have been told by the journal is a weapon that the orcs actually fear. So, with that in mind, and, you know, with Zardas' help, perhaps we can decipher, we can strategize a way to actually defeat this fellow and move on. Now, these crawlers here will, they do drop the minecrawler plates. I don't think it's possible to get Wolf to fashion you a second suit of armor. Not that it's really that helpful. But, if you ever wanted to just make another one and sell it, then I don't think you can do that. Well, these guys are called High Temple Guards. I think they're a bit tougher than the normal Temple Guards we've engaged thus far, but they still fall to the Destroy Undead spell as easily as the rest of them do. Now, either way you choose to leave, you're going to encounter more enemies, but the tunnel is probably a little bit safer because you only have to fight the mine crawlers. So if we go this way, we'll end up at the front gate, and from there we can actually escape and avoid most of the enemies. We just have to fight the mine crawlers on the way. Problem is there are a lot of mine crawlers, so we have to kill them right quick. Get back here, you bastard. I can't target you. Eat it. And right here is our only way to escape, but unfortunately, yet more undead priests, or undead guards, and even skeletons in the way. So we do have to fight at least a few of them if we want to get out of here. Skeletons are going to try and summon something. Let us stop him. Or not. Just target the wrong fool, then. Why can't I target him with this? Fuck! Fuck! Ah, stop it! You hurt too much. Bugger this. Ah, crap. Now the orc is coming. Oh, oh goodness! Where the hell are you going? No! Not allowed. Yeah, eat it. And there is but one left in our way. And that'll do it. Now we can leave. And of course, we will be coming back here, so once we swing through a second time, I'll be sure to mop up all the rest of them. But for now, we must make our escape. Now, when you leave here, of course, we will still be on the inside of that gate there. So the only way for us to actually get out of here, once we get through the loading screen here, would be to use one of the teleport runes to get somewhere else. So, needless to say, if for whatever reason you have abandoned all your teleport runes, you will be rather stuck in here. But, thankfully, none of the orcs in the town stay aggroed. So, we don't have to worry about them if you did happen to have a way to get through the gate here. But it matters not, because we need to strategize with Zarda, so we're going to teleport to him anyway. But, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to call the episode here. And next time, we will speak with Zardas, consult with him as to how we might defeat the High Undead Priest. And from there, well, we'll just see what comes. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for watching. I will see you next time.